Hi everyone, Garrett Verbagel here from Century 21 Heritage House in Kitchener. I wanted to talk today about an article that was published earlier this week that has gained some notoriety online. I'll link to the article down below. Long story short, a couple in Toronto bought a large rooming house and proceeded to make a number of poor decisions that led to them spending $500,000 in renovations. Now, I'm not a social commentator, so I won't make any comment on the other issues people had with the article, but instead focus on the real estate aspects. My biggest gripe with the whole process was how they selected a contractor to handle the renovations. They hired a passerby on the street. The husband in the article interviewed 40 contractors that gave him essentially the same cost for the job, about $100,000 per floor. But instead of going with what clearly appeared to be a consensus on the price, they selected a stranger that cycled up to their home and offered to do the work for $35 an hour. Granted, they did check his references, but in their own words, were neither glowing nor damning. Doesn't sound like the kind of review I'd want for someone redoing my entire house. When this contractor got to work and was to begin by lowering the floor in the basement, he removed the porch the homeowners actually liked so that he could dig a hole in the foundation to drive a bobcat in, without the homeowners knowing. It goes without saying that this caused a structural issue with the home, and it was nearly condemned before they hired proper professionals to fix the issue and complete the work. So while they may have saved some money on labor, it cost them tens of thousands more to correct the massive structural issues this contractor created. So while it is an impressive story and a beautiful house when complete, I feel little pity for them, as a central cause of their problems was their inept contractor. Purchasing a $560,000 house in Toronto that they referred to as a crack house that clearly needed a complete renovation, and hiring a budget price contractor doesn't make a lot of sense. You don't buy $1 million home and purchase furnishings from Dollarama. If 40 contractors told you it was going to cost the same amount of money and one guy says he can do it for cheaper, please don't assume that clearly he's a genius and the others are trying to scam you. 40 professionals had the same answer, but a man on a bike with missing teeth and a questionable apparel said he could do it for cheaper. Long story short, you get what you pay for. Whether you're hiring a contractor, buying a car, or a realtor, you get what you pay for. Properly vet who you're hiring, ask them for references, check those references, and most importantly, act based on those references. If you ever require any recommended service providers, please don't hesitate to reach out, as I can put you in touch with reputable people to help you out. That's all for today. I hope everyone enjoys their weekend, and I'll see you next week to review the May real estate stats, which should be very interesting based on the recent market shifts. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. And as always, I'm Garrett Verbagel with Century 21 Heritage House in Kitchener.